That's going to happen.
I look at this and I just go. I look at the compositions and I think they're really weird and unique, but it's gonna be happening in the office with the backline. That's gonna be the thing.
Yeet.
I reckon if he gets the backline, he makes him down.
Alright.
Which is Team Red? Because this is really confusing for us because we knew which one is red. And
What do you mean? Red is Return of the Sellouts, and blue is Fluffy Tails.
who are you rooting for in this one?
Who am I rooting for? Well,
Because
we only saw one game from Fluffy Tails, and they played pretty well. And then we've seen quite a few games from Sellouts. They dominated in the first set, not so much in the second set. But who do I think's going to win based off of team composition? I think Fluffy Tails has the advantage. As for just in general, who's going to win? I'm going to go for Fluffy Tails because they have a cool name. There you go. I'm rooting for Fluffy Tails.
I think Fluffy Tails. I've never seen them play, but they play really sort of convincingly. It's just they didn't. Karma played the game really well, but they did have they at the time they could opportunities to show up. They could turn it around. I think it was a bit too late.
Alright, so game is about to start when they are all readied up. Swap to the right heroes, and we'll see what happens. But Fluffy Tails, cool name. I'm going for them in this thing. Obviously, in the next one, I will be rooting for my boys at XR5. But for now, Fluffy Tails is the boys.
So you're gonna make me root for Karma then if the next.
Mate, it's your choice. You can. We shouldn't be rooting for anybody. I mean, it's anybody's game. I don't think somebody's going to win more than anybody else. But definitely.
I gotta give the Karma that. They still keep doing it after.
Don't you know? I need to be biased.
I can't. Mate, that's like saying when you're watching football, it's your favorite football team's playing. I gotta be biased, and it's no, I'm not gonna be.
Wait. No, what do you mean when Eddie Maguire's commentating Collingwood?
Yeah.
Not biased at all.
No, not biased 100%. Yeah. Let's get Eddie Maguire in here. We'll just start to bring up Collingwood.
Alright, let's see what happens in this game. We're gonna get started, finally. Sky Temple. Game 1. Third place match, all that good stuff. Weird compositions for both teams. I mean, you don't see Tyrael too much as a solo tank, and then you've got double tank Arthur's Muradin. So I don't even know which team has the advantage in terms of picks, early game or late game, because I don't have enough time with this patch to decide that. But I will say that left side has the advantage. You wanna know why?
Which side?
Because they can't click on the minimap. Oh wait, they fixed that. Alright.
Immediately happy.
No, it's a good thing.
I know. I'm glad that changed. It saves me so much stress now in games. I think I'll give a shout out to Blue.
I never had the issue.
I'll give a shout out to Blue for that. I think he'll love that.
Honestly, I never had that issue once.
My
entire time.
You lie. You lie.
I've never clicked on it. I have never once clicked on it. Alright. So. Danog on Muradin. Going to be looking to get something going, maybe, or not. No, they're just going to play defensively. Brightwing versus Sylvanas bot. Obviously, Sylvanas will win the lane, but Brightwing can teleport up later. Lane we have tri-lane v tri-lane. No support inside that tri-lane. It's going to be interesting. But, you know, you do get shielding from Tyrael. Bastion will be able to do a lot of damage, especially with a follow-up from Doomdog. They're trying to get Zeratul there, don't actually get him.
But if you look at it from the blue team's they got a lot of damage to push with. Like, they got a lot of damage to clear immediately. But you do see... I think Tyrael's just hunting a Zeratul.
Yeah, essentially. That's all he's doing. He's like, Bibliophiles, mate, you're not doing anything. Alright? You're not allowed to, do anything. Alright, so Infernix taking quite a bit of damage in that top lane. Sushin does manage to pick him up. Dog throws out the stun. Choke roaming up with the Arthas. But Tasta also roaming up into this top lane. Both teams looks like they're focusing on the top shrine, but a lot of damage coming out onto Choke. Muradin also taking a lot of damage, and 4 kills for none in the top lane.
And that TP from the Browning helped a lot.
Oh, really? He didn't do too much, did he?
Well, yeah, he came up and healed them, and just like...
Yeah, he did a lot. And the Sylvanas will not escape.
Because at
a
that
lot of damage
point,
coming out.
I forget... I don't remember which team was which. Is Red not Sellouts or Sellouts?
Red is Sellouts, blue
Fluffy
is Fluffy Tails. Brightwing getting caught out there. They will secure the top temple, even though majority of the shots are actually already gone. But it's going to be enough to get maybe 2 towers. No, it's not. It's just going to be gate and tower. Doof.
And then we look at this and we go, Fluffy Tails has a really good one lead level advantage right now, just because of that quad kill into gotten most of the top shrine shots. And looks like they're trying to concede that aggression in mid here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bibliophiles about to catch out Sashin. Sashin does vault, takes quite a bit of damage, but the Jaina followed up by Tyrael as well. He's going to go deep. He wants this Zeratul dead. Zeratul will get taken out. Muradin doing the best that he can to try to survive. Getting chased down by the Jaina. Does leap away. Will start getting the regen now. Tyrael going deep with the E. QE and Doomdog and Cotting a little bit out of position. Infernix somehow taking quite a bit of damage, and they're not dying. Choke finally coming around, and he's completely dead. Will the Tyrael get taken out as well? Speed boost coming out. Tasta having to use his E to get away. He's going to get chased down now. His shield about to go down. Infernix very low HP, and nothing really threatening it at this time. That's 3 kills for 6 now.
They've been to be a bit too overzealous already.
Alright, they thought that they had the 5 level advantage.
No, they don't have that much advantage already. Too early game for that. But
close combat might be getting taken out. The Zeratul coming down into this bottom lane. Lathunder is very, very low, but Bibliophile doing quite a considerable amount of damage to close combat. The Envenom coming out, but the Envenom reverse onto Lathunder. Lathunder get taken out by the Brightwing, getting a little bit too close. And Brightwing seizing his opportunity. I'm going to die, I'm taking you with me.
And while that was happening, Tyrael took, the top lane got killed. I think it was top lane killed Muradin while that was going on. Where's this?
Reports coming out. Not sure on the reason why, but if anybody asks, we'll know. Alright, yeah, someone is getting lag. There we go. 8 to 7. Actually, I had a lag spike just before as well. I had to hit Control F. On Australian server, I was getting concerned that somehow our custom games are going to Ord 1, whatever that is, or SG 1. And looks like we are on Australian servers. We're not having that issue that has been plaguing everybody. And anyone that says it's not an issue, they are insane.
We'll talk about this later, Happy. After this cast, I'm probably gonna have a big conversation with everyone about this because I got a really good opinion on it. But
Alright.
yeah, I'll tell everyone later. But it'll be sure to be quite funny and hilarious.
I guarantee you, if they do a Q&A at the Sydney launch event, the first question is going to get asked is going to be like, so why don't we have locked servers? And if it's not, I'll ask it.
I will bet you a skin on that. I will bet you a skin.
What? Why would I take that bet? I already know what's going to happen.
No, I'll bet you it's not the first question. And I'll make sure of it because I'll be the first guy there asking the question.
Alright.
You bet? Bet taken?
Nah. Mate. I don't let girls go before me. I'm rude like that. Alright, so Bibliophile taking quite a bit of damage, but they're going to jump in onto Jaina. Jaina rooted in place, going to take a lot of damage, close combat, very low, but healing himself up with that passive ticks that he gets as Brightwing. Chook now out of position, and he's not going anywhere, like, no chance. And Fluffy Tail is going to come away with the victory in this bottom fight. They're easily going to hold this temple. They're going to do quite a considerable amount of damage. The question is, what are they going to do now? Are they going to steal these easy camps? Looks like they're getting the bribe. The second bribe coming out. The Thunder are trying to stop that, but he might pay for it with his life. He does get the out and gets taken out by the Envenom.
I think it wasn't the Envenom, man. It was the auto attack hit him because he was like a slimmer away from it.
I didn't see the auto attack apparently.
I think it was Tessa that got killed. But it looks like they're going to keep this aggression on and go for an early boss. This could be really bad for them, and Sellouts could turn it on them, but it doesn't look like Sellouts are going to... Don't think they're going to go for it.
Is it just me if they changed the colour of the purple from like the boss? It seems like a different shade of purple. Or is that just me?
I haven't noticed it.
Maybe my eyesight has died or something. But Hardcamp getting taken. Sashin about to run in head first. He does wait for the Tiro. Tiro just getting onto the point right before the capture. Strafe coming out, doing a huge amount of damage. And now Chook trying to run for his life. He'll get taken out as well. That was good timing. I mean, I thought maybe Sashin was going to run around before the rest of his team got there and got taken out or something like that. But he waited for the Tyrael, did the right thing. Tyrael went in first and good play.
Yeah, good play. And they're just keeping on this aggression. Like, we just do see standard ults out of here. We don't see any Force Wall Tassadar. I think we might see some more Force Wall Tassadar pop up at a bit of the meta, but very dependent on the comp.
Fair enough. Alright. Bibliophile sneaking around the side here. Will he get caught out? Jaina should be able to see him there. Probably calling it. They're trying to bait him into coming, I think. Oh, the Void Prison coming out, catching out of Cotting. Doomdog taking quite a bit of damage, but Serator just absolutely disintegrated by the Jaina. Now the rest of the ultimate Sashin coming in with the Strafe. Chook running for his life, trying to death call himself up alive. The Thunder are also running, and Infernix trying to keep up Chook. It's that shield onto him, and the Thunderer just surviving as well. So that's 2 deaths for them. They actually do catch the root onto him. That's a Doomdog. We got a lot of damage. The Water Elemental.
It's just going to
run into towers now.
It's just going to scare him off. But this Val is going to probably lose.
Sasha's going to pay for it, maybe. The teleport coming in from the Brightwing and the save from Out of Dogs. He's teleported in. The ultimate coming out onto Lathunder, keeping him alive. This fight's been going for quite some time. Bibliophile only on a quarter HP, blinks in and then has to run away. Oh no.
This fight went on too long. Like, they should have said, alright, after we just saved the Vala, back up and just secure our shrines. But they were just being so aggressive there. It could have been really good for Sellouts if they got him out, but they didn't.
Taking quite a bit of damage. He's on very low HP. He gets ulted by the Tyrael. Actually, he wasn't ulted, but he got pushed out. And Muradin in that front line. On top of that, Jaina Strafe coming out from Sash and doing a lot of damage. Nothing interrupting it. Getting pretty much a full Strafe off. And Chook, very low HP, will get taken out. Danog on very low HP as well, but he is regenning up because Muradin out of combat regen is OP. Dashin
Not that
trying to get the
bad.
kill at him. Oh, it's pretty strong. No, he jumped back up into him. They hadn't run around yet.
It's
He
not.
should have waited.
If you're talking Muradin OP, the health regen, it's. You remember the days when Muradin started to see play competitively with the health regen bug? With the
Oh, no, I don't mean like OP. I just mean like
it's
he's
good.
got the most out of combat regen out of any hero, does he not? I didn't
Unless
mean
unless Diablo has a good amount of souls.
nah. A 1% Muradin will heal quicker than a 1% Diablo.
I think Diablo. His regen beats him if it's a good amount of souls. Since the new challenge has changed.
Sir, I think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, so looking for something. Danog. Hopefully, something's gonna happen. Tyrael always diving deep out of Cotting. He loves to go ham. The Void Prison coming out, catching 3 heroes, but out of Cotting, still on full HP. Silence coming out, only hitting the Tyrael and the Brightwing teleport to the Emerald Wind, and the Strafe follow up, cleaning up Sellouts. Hanging Arrow, not going to be able to do enough. Vernex,
Then they can be aggressive
not
and just
quite.
get this key right now. And it looks like they're going to do that, and it's going to give them level 16 out of this, and it's just... They've had the chokehold on this game so far. Since, I think, about that 4-man gank at top at the start of the game.
Yeah, alright, Lathunder coming in at the front of this team fight. Arthas and Muradin just getting there now. Can they catch something? They do get the root onto 2 targets. Muradin jumping in on top of everybody. Just gets silenced instantly. Just disintegrated. Close combat. Very low HP. Brightwing popping his D so he can just keep going up. Heal going out onto Chook, but the rest of them just getting taken out. Now Chook. Unfortunate. The level advantage, 4 levels, is just way too great. I think they're playing as if they're the same level, and that might have been a really good engagement. They did get close combat, very low down in his HP, but 4 level advantage is just too much.
And you look at it and it's 2 talent tiers advantage. It's... I don't know how they could get back in this game. Unless...
5 levels now.
What? Fluffy Tails just like went AFK. Pretty much Fluffy Tails game right now.
Alright, out of combat, very low HP. The stun, silence coming out. The teleport from Bibliofire. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on, but unfortunately, Thunderer doing a lot of damage on that Sylvanas. I've got to stop saying unfortunately, and out of Cotting being as Rambo as possible with that Tyrael. That's one of the words I've got to stop saying is unfortunately. And they will end the game now. They've out-leveled the damage that the core will do. And game 1 will go to Fluffy Tails.
Convincing game. I feel like it was just like slightly got what they needed at the start and just kept their lead. 2 talent tier advantage is, you know, it's just hard to come back through. Like even the top NAs, like top teams, from what I've seen, it's hard to get back in from two levels in. We'll be right back to the next game.
Alrighty then, so game 2 for the third place match, XR5 Monthly Brawl for May. We have Fluffy Tails versus Return of the... What are they return of, Una? Sellouts. The answer was Sellouts.
I didn't need to say it because it's.
I was
Honestly, at
expecting
this
you to
point,
say it. Alright.
I honestly at this point, I feel like I'm being rude because I'm calling them sellouts, and the team it has it in the name. That team needs a new name. Don't figure out a new name. Don't be that. Don't be Return of the Sellouts. Could be Return of whatever, but not sellouts. But I do throw away ban on Murky and ban on Brightwing.
Like maybe they've got a Murky strat, a strat that they don't want to be counted by
Unless
Murky.
you have
don't know that.
Zeus on your team, they're not going to ban Murky. But we do see Fluffy Tails pick up Illidan.
Alright, so Illidan being picked up. Bella and who? Let's see who sellouts pick up. Illidan, interesting pick. I really like Illidan. Obviously, people say that he's broken. I don't know if he's broken, but he's definitely strong.
He's not broken. He's dealable with. A lot of his. I think since Calfas has been put into the game, he actually really works good against Illidan to a certain point because Calfas has a lot of ability damage. Illidan doesn't like ability. He can deal with auto attack damage. I mean, that's how you deal with him, like ability power heroes. So this
Fair enough.
Brightwing herself.
Alright, so Sylvanas being picked up. Very strong, as always. Maybe Nubrak would be picked up. I mean, they dealt with Sylvanas in one of their games with the Nubrak and web wrap. As soon as she used the E, bang, web wrap, you're not getting away.
What? And Sellouts?
Sorry?
Yeah. Which game are you talking about? I think Sellouts. I think the game you're talking about is Blackheart Spain.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no, that was Jaina, wasn't it? Yeah. Never mind. I'm insane. Alright.
So.
I misremembered where I had seen it, but it's nonetheless the context is still the same. It would be a really good pick to take out Sylvanas. Zagara being picked up. Zagara being played a lot. Really strong, especially more. Holy crap!
Zagara didn't get changed. People, since then it's not even been a week yet since the changes happened. So some people are just comfortable and some. Like I still feel funny on ETC and Diablo, and I think last time I subbed for IN for that. We just sellouts pick up Uther. I like them picking up.
Alright, so ETC and I haven't got a support yet. They'll most likely pick up their support. Obviously they have to pick up their support now. So the last 2 picks. I'm an idiot.
Unless they wanted to
ignore me.
Unless they wanted to go something crazy like Peregrine Thrall or something, just like go completely nuts. I think it'll be Rigor. They're obviously posturing over Rigor at the moment. Because they got Illidan, you can just dive in and keep them alive with the skill.
Brightwing worked really well for them last game. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up Brightwing. Oh yeah, never mind. I didn't even see that for some reason. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. We'll see. What do they need? They just need. I wouldn't be surprised if they just pick up Uther Rega. Oh, Uther's already taken them, man. I'm an idiot. I've lost the plot for this game, seriously.
You've lost the plot. Happy Race 2015. Lost the plot.
Ooh.
Honestly, I'd be super greedy here. Like,
I'd be like Toronto Rega.
I,
Asada?
uh,
Rega. Yeah. Similar. Very similar. Obviously.
it's just gonna commit to you have to 100% keep that Illidan alive then.
Well, the shield's going to go on Illidan. The heal's going to go on Illidan.
Yeah,
And
no, it's...
ETC will just be a meat shield for Illidan.
So now the Murin has to go a full Thunderclap build to deal with this, and that will should completely hard counter that Illidan. And if they can get that Illidan down, the rest of the team.
Alright, so let's get them to create their custom game once they get to it. Taking their time.
But I just look at this. That is a Illidan style comp.
Sorry?
We don't see too much of Illidan anymore because he usually just gets banned out. Just take off the table and it's just, alright, I don't want to deal with Illidan today. Get rid of him, sort of thing.
Alright, let's see what we have. I don't know for this map which team actually has the advantage. I mean,
Early game, like lane prisons or pushing.
Fluffy Tails has to go in. If they're at a tribute, they need to engage. Whereas Return of the Sellouts, they can sit back, let Jaina and Zagara do their work as well as Bella.
But
Whereas,
think about it, like,
if Fluffy Tails go in, they have to go in.
If you look at it that standpoint, Fluffy Tails got the initiation and they got 2 targets they can get on, like especially 3 targets like Zagara, Jaina, and Vala. And I'd say if I was going after anyone, I'd go after Zagara.
Alright.
Tell them to move.
Alright. Get this going. Move Ulda, get the rest of them in here. Well, I'm gonna quickly grab a drink. I'll be back in.
I might be grab a drink as well. The lobby gets set up, so we'll be right back. And I'll keep it on the see what the draft is. Well, we're back. Game is ready. We have HF. This is between Return of the Sellouts and Fluffy Tails. Isn't it happy?
Alright. So, game 2. Fluffy Tails are up 1 match. And we'll see what happens once these guys ready up. Someone went to the bathroom. He'll be back. Yay. So good. I'm not fast. Look inside the shop while I'm here. Who's on special this time? Altered Voice, Bella, Angelic.
Angelic Vala. No, thank you.
Yeah, I prefer my Demon Hunter. Oh, sorry, Vampire Slayer, or whatever it is.
The Van Helsing one, yeah. That's probably the best skin.
I'm hell disappointed, right? I played a game this morning because I deleted all my replays and I needed to do a quick game so I could open up a replay, set up stream overlay and stuff like that. And what do you call it? There was a Gazlo with the skin, like the new skin that isn't out yet, that one that comes out on 3rd of June, as well as he was riding the Hearthstone card mount. And I was so angry because I want both the Hearthstone card mount and I want that skin for Gazlo. And yet a bot already has it. Good work, Blizzard.
Bots. I just say Gaslight bot OP.
Yeah, man, they have skins and mounts that aren't inside the game yet.
I gotta
But
ask.
who needs to data mine when you can do bot games?
I gotta ask in that point in time. Or well, what hint was it? Was it which one? Was it the legendary hint or was it just the normal one?
Sorry?
There's tints to the Hearthstone. There's the legendary card back. You know what that?
It was yellow. I don't know.
It was yellow. It was yellow.
I don't know much more than that.
But we'll get introducing our teams right now.
Alright, so red team. Return of the Sellouts. Down one game. Can they come back from this deficit to try to draw up the series and bring it to a 3rd game? Or will blue team, the Fluffy Tail, touch Fluffy Tails, I should say. I'm just going to call them Fluffy Tails anyway.
I think Fluffy Tails is easier to say.
But can they come away with it? So Danog being spotted in this mid lane, but the rest of his team's already there. Sown, a little bit overextended, does push them out. Muradin jumping to the other side of him, getting the stun onto Sown. And first blood already going to Sellouts. Now, that's what they needed. They needed a good start. They fell behind in the previous game, and that was a little bit over commitment there from Sown. And Danog and the rest of them just made it work. Yeah, the top lane we have close combat and Chook. Middle lane we have tri-lane v tri-lane. Bottom lane you have Tassida versus the Zagara. Not sure who will actually win that.
I think the Zagara does.
Yeah. It depends who runs out of mana first, wins. So Danog and Infernix heading to well, they were heading to the top lane. They've decided not to. They're going to go back to the mid lane. Meanwhile, Sylvanas and ETC doing the exact same thing.
I think they were going for a gank, but they saw that creeped him, so the Zagara would have known.
Oh, Jaina being caught out here. La Thunder running for his life. Doomdog getting focused down by the rest of their team. The healing ward coming out from Doomdog. Infernix going in to hit that. And the question is, Sylvanas versus Jaina. Neither of them win because they just run away.
Oh, they're so squishy. It's just either one full commits. But it's all level. Whoever gets in Venom first wins that fight. So, or they don't have it each.
So Muradin heading to the top lane, try to get close combat. He's trying to stay on top of the minions so he doesn't get stunned. He runs around, gets stunned. Danog, great rotation there from the Muradin, managing to get that pick off. And Sashin going up there just to soak that XP that he can. He might get stunned himself. They're going to wait for him to use his E. Stunned now? No. Got to be a little bit quicker than that. And Sashin would have been a dead Sylvanas. First tribute coming in, middle bottom. Which team is going to position for it first?
It looks
Fluffy
like
Dogs are going to go for
Fluffy
it?
Dogs because they got a Jaina when the Illumin died. Just because of the rotation. It just rotated to mid.
Alright, so those roaches just going to keep interrupting. ETC, Danog jumping in deep in the middle of everybody, but they're not even focusing down. Doomdog is focusing down on Bibliophile, and Bibliophile is just like, mate, you're Rega, you're not going to kill me. Bibliophile now runs into Illidan. Illidan having to back out. The Envenom going on was enough to get him killed. Out of Cotting, very low HP on that Tassa, so is Sashing. Danog right on top of him. E coming out, and The stun missing because of the E. Close combat, very low HP, trying to kill this. Uther pays for it himself. The Thunderer also trying to do this. Both teams very low HP.
This is so even right now.
Sylvanas.
Oh my
Sylvanas
God,
on very low. Oh no! Sylvanas almost died to the after effect of Thunderclap.
Oh.
Trying to back out. The rest of his team zoning him out. The Thunderer very low HP. Sode very low HP. Out of Cotting now coming in, as well as Bibliophile. But these guys seem to have really long team fights. That's one thing I've noticed for both of these teams. There goes down the Roaches around the back. Gonna soak up some cannon shots. Doomdog, very low HP, does get the shield onto him from Tassada. The auto attack from Chook will take him out of Cotting. Also very low, and somehow they do come out with the advantage there. 5 for 5. So even though they died more, they still got the tribute. And they are going to come out slightly behind. Oh, nice pick up there onto Sashin. Spreading out, not allowing to even escape.
They positioned well for that. They knew he was going to eat, so Jaina was just waiting for it. Like, I think she should have eaten a lot earlier than that to maybe at least try to live. But
yeah.
Second tribute spawned. Top.
Top middle, top left, so that means that it could be on the right hand side, we don't know, top or bottom for the third one. But we'll talk about that after this engagement. Right here, Doomdog does manage to not get hit by the stun, taking a lot of damage from the Jaina Blizzard though. And Infernix, very low HP, healing himself up. Now Lathunder in a terrible position, trying to run for his life. Sashin and Out of Cotting are chasing him. He will manage to run around the edge and get away. Alright, Infernix trying to get the interruption, doesn't quite reach, and the Thunderer and Infernix going to pay for it with their life maybe. Infernix, the stun coming out from Danog, but it wasn't enough to keep him alive. Coast Combat taking a lot of damage, does use his evasion to tank those shots from the towers, as well as heal himself up with his first aid. Double stun coming out. Interesting.
They're comboing well together, the double, like the Uther into the mirror and stun. But I don't like what they've gone with the Vala build, like auto attack Vala against Illidan.
I don't have a problem with it. Danog actually very low HP, jumped in a little bit too greedy there. Close combat just getting healed up to full. Chook really low HP, gonna have to back out. He's chasing though, he tried to get the Illidan, not enough. He gets healed up by slightly by the healing ward Sashin using his E to escape. That was a...
It looks like it's going to be
bottom right.
Fluffy's Tails tribute, just like mid-drop level 10. Honestly, I'd give this up and wait for the next team fight at level 10. With team of the Sellouts, or Return of the Sellouts.
Well, they do have level 10 for Fluffy Tails. I wouldn't engage, but Muradin is jumping in. They're going to try to get something done. Tassada popping his ultimate, huge metamorphosis, hitting 3 heroes, giving him heaps of HP. The Thunder are going to be taken out. Valor sitting on the edge of the fight, does manage to take out Sashin before the ancestral healing does keep him up. Infernix running for his life now, close combat, trying to get the kills onto both of them. The heal coming up from Infernix onto Chook, and he will get out. The question is, will Muradin get out now? He does have E available very soon, and he's just going to jump over the wall. Infernix didn't have to come out there. I almost paid for it with his life trying to help him, but wasn't necessary. Right, and Tribute still hasn't been taken.
No, Tassada was getting annoyed by Zagara the whole time. I think Archon was popping it. But...
Frostbolt keeping them up. Infernix looking for something, going to try to get that stun onto Illidan. Illidan does not have his metamorphosis. The only ultimate
this guy be actually good return to Sellouts?
It's full set of ultimates. The only one up is Ancestral Healing, which doesn't land. Infernix very low HP. Heaps of ultimates still available for Sellouts. Sashin did actually manage to get a pick off on Bella in the background there. And they're going to have to give this up. They've only got one ultimate, Ancestral Healing, and so far it's failed twice in a row, maybe? Yeah, twice. He hasn't got her up in time. Sashin taking quite a bit of damage. There goes the E. Does jump into that tiny little area. Will Muradin get around just in time? The body block, not quite. Sashin does manage to slip past. ETC coming past now, trying to punt them into the towers as much as possible. The silence coming out onto Uther. Uther running protective shield onto himself. And Jaina just applying the slows, but he's going to die now because of trying to save the Uther. Oh, maybe not. Strafe coming out, huge strafe, does get ancestral healing, finally working out for them. The Ring of Frost failing, and they're still pushing around. The next tribute's actually spawned in now, top left.
They have to get
and
this.
Yes, Fluffy Tails need this, and they've forced the other team out as well. It can't be contested.
Yeah.
So this is a much closer game than the previous game.
Yes, but you look at the team fighting, and the first team, like, you look at it, I would say Fluffy Tails have a better comp because a better team fight, just because of the Illidan presence, and they've just got an Illidan comp.
Alright, so even levels pretty much, but there's only 10 kills to 9, very, very even. I don't know who's actually going to come across. I think it's whoever gets this next curse will change the flow of the battle. Oh, Chook getting caught out here, does manage to vault. The Divine Storm coming out, catching 3 of them, and then the follow-up stun. Full strafe going off. Chook does get taken out though, close combat. Got a huge metamorphosis off there. He was actually collapsed on, but saved himself by metamorphosing on top of him. He does get taken out now, stun, silence. Coming out from Sashin, but Sashin going to pay for it with her life. Danog very low HP onto Doomdog, and Uther going to keep him up. They won't have enough damage, I don't think, to take out Doomdog or Sown, but they should be able to secure this tribute and acquire their curse.
So obviously they're having trouble. I feel like the Illidan issue then. Illidan went on. He got a kill, I think, on the back line. Or like forced someone out, and then he didn't have anyone backing him up. And if you're Illidan, you don't have any teammates backing up, it's not going to be a fun time.
Alright, so Sellouts going to push in the top. They've used their Oracle just to check to see if anybody was actually waiting for them on the other side of that wall. There wasn't, so they're very safe. And yeah, it's a much closer game than the previous one. Let's see if this can go to a game 3.
I agree. But there's still a
Bibliophile might get caught out. No. Alright, boss is the call. It looks at it. Question is, are they going to catch onto this?
I don't.
They just ping danger at Illidan, so they don't think he's actually there. No, they've scouted it. They know they're there. They won't be able to do anything about it.
They're just gonna counter boss. But this gives Return the Sellouts time to maybe go for boss.
No, they're gonna go for hard. They're playing it safe. They don't want to run all the way across the map just to find out that they already got it.
I think they could make it there in time.
Well, they could have. From their perspective, not knowing where they are, for all they know, they could have started at the same time.
I don't think so. I don't think they had enough information. Because Tassadar showed up and Illidan was already in mid while their boss was half health.
Alright, so boss. Sorry, I was answering something on the Twitch chat. So boss pushing in the top lane, Bosch pushing in the bottom lane. Shield going out onto the cannon. I don't think it's going to save it at all. Be trying to save this healing well, because they win games. Bottom lane boss already taken out, and let's see where these two teams rotate. Looks like they're both going to rotate to their easies. Third tribute coming out very soon, possibly for Fluffy Tails. Now, they're still even on XP, so I don't think they actually got too much done by having those games done. I mean, getting that curse done. They got bottom fort and top fort, and Fluffy Tails profusely defended their middle fort. Looks like close combat jumping in, very low HP, does get healed up. Metamorphosis hitting 3 targets, and Sashin coming in from behind does get the silence only onto 2 targets, but the Maw was huge, catching 3 heroes. Maw unfortunately trumps that silence in a case like that. And close combat, very low HP, does run back towards his team so he can get healed up. The Dance coming out onto the Muradin. Probably not the target you want because you can't focus him down, but the rest of his team just ignores him, goes for Chook, gets the Zagara, gets the Jaina, gets the Valor.
And that will be a curse.
And yes, they will also get the curse.
At the same point where they got the Dance on the Muradin and the fight completely changed because Illidan had free range at that point. He got Ancestral healed, he still had demonic form, and he was just gonna like, oh, Muradin's not a bum anymore. Let's just go on the backline and kill them.
Can you say that word one more time?
Bum.
Alright, Uther top lane, trying to clear out these siege giants the best that he can. Very slow Uther. Doing damage. No.
They gotta be aggressive with this tribute, like this curse. This needs to give them a couple like levels, XP, star and
advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, so Doomdog is not on the highest of HPs, but they do have level advantage for the moment. 17 just around the corner, and Uther and Zagara are not there, but the rest of Fluffy Tails are. The silence coming out does hit quite a few heroes, and now Fluffy Tails just being collapsed on. The Chook going out with the Strafe as much as he can, but close combat just jumping over the fence. He doesn't have to worry about any towers hitting him, he's just going in ham, and they will get 3 heroes for none. Push through the middle as well. And sorry, 4 heroes for none. And there's no way they're going to kill a Muradin with Uther healing him.
Yeah, and this is going to be like, I think they could they could end the game if they push hard enough. Like if you get ETC the Dance over the thing at the top, it is. You could force an end game. But it looks like they're just going to play it safe right here.
Alright, so they do manage to get the middle fort, keep, whatever it's called. They're all the same thing. Level 20, just around the corner for Fluffy Tails. I want to try to close out the game as quickly as possible while they do have the level 20 advantage in a moment. Boss is about to come up in 20 seconds. Looks like they might look for easy and then boss. Never mind, they're just going to wait at boss. Try to catch, what do you call it? Alright, they're going to try to catch somebody out. Sylvanas is sitting off by herself, trying to get people to go towards her. Chook in that position, using it, but they do actually get caught by the Oracle there. They're all spotted. They know exactly where Fluffy Tails is, but they're going to start it anyway. Invulnerability.
They got level 20, they can...
Yep.
But this is
Bastion in the front line, just watching and waiting. Something's going to happen. We'll see. That's actually a really good placement on that healing ward, but it was spotted there. Doomdog. Big ultimate from Metamorphosis, just jumping straight onto Chook. Chook's already used, he's trying to run away. He's been blood for blooded, he's not getting anywhere. Zagara getting taken out. Divine Storm was huge, but it's not going to be enough. Infernix will get taken out very slowly. No, he won't. Come on, body blocks from Sylvanas. You don't see that very often. And Muradin running for his life now. They're just going to keep chasing this Muradin. Thunder getting taken out by the Illidan back in base. And we'll see.
They can end game.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't. They got 30 seconds before the next hero comes in. Core exposed. Only Jaina there to defend. And third place will go to Fluffy Tails.
Well done, the Fluffy Tails. Is this their first one?
Yes.
Well, congratulations to them, but what do they win, Happy?
Skins, yay.
Skins, like 3 skins are nice. Mate, I would not complain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm encouraging, I guess. I don't know.
I just noticed something about the strafe at the end of the game anymore. It's not like it's going the X thing it does anymore. It actually has that animation. But,
Alright. Yeah, we'll be back the next game
uh,
when we set it up.
we'll be right back, and that'll